Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here to bring a review for Vamp the Lost Soul Chapter 12. So is basically Rangfang and the Dragon Mistress versus is it Buzzfeed? I think his name is Buzzfeed. I can't remember exactly now. It takes me a while to learn the names when the manga or the anime is still fresh, so I apologize for that. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's the Dragon Mistress and Rangfang versus Buzzfeed. So that's what the majority or half? I'm gonna say the majority. Yeah, the majority. That's what the majority of the chapter is about. Rangfang is basically fighting one on one with the Dragon Mistress just helping a little bit. All she does within this chapter, okay, she does two things within this chapter. The first thing is trap Buzzfeed, if it is Buzzfeed, with her tail. She uses her tail as a kind of a whip or a lasso, whatever you want to call it, and she traps Buzzfeed's leg, enable him to move. Whole battle is supposed to be basically a battle of who is the fastest. So yeah, she traps his leg, unable him to move, and that's when Rangfang goes on the attack. Now Rangfang within this chapter displays two new modes that we have not seen previously because there has been fighting with Rangfang, but we haven't seen them previously. So the first thing was his full werewolf mode. We learned that previously he was unable to transform and control this mode, but he can now do this. Now, just looking at the form, the only difference that I can see is his mouth has changed. His mouth is more dog or you want to say werewolf like. Now, for me, this is cool, it's cool. No qualms with that, but I want to see. I'm hoping and I want to see that this is not his full transformation. I'm hoping that he has possibly another mode of this later on down the line. I'm not sure if the moon plays a part of this, because he says he can control it and transform at will, but does there need to be a full moon in the sky? Only reason why I asked that and I thought that is because in the panels where he has transformed, you can see the moon. Is that James trying to hint to us the moon is necessary? Or is it just a coincidence? Was it just a day where it just happened to be a full moon? I think it would be more, werewolf-like if he could only transform within full moon. But as I was saying about this full transformation, I'm hoping that Ramfang will someday down the line have another transformation where he truly does go full werewolf. I'm talking about his whole face becomes werewolf like and he walks on all fours, and just the only way you can tell that it's Ramfang is that because he's still got like his clothes on. I don't know, maybe even make him go Hulk where he just loses the top. I'm not gonna say the trousers as well, but yeah, that would be nice to see like something way down the line. You got this whole thing with Rangfang like being called a werepup, but he's only 12 years old, so he has not hit adult age. So maybe this can be something that comes along where you reach a certain age, I don't know, maybe 16, 18, or 21. You become a full adult. You can go full werewolf. That's something that I would like to see down the line. So that's the first transformation we see from Rangfang within this chapter. And then as the chapter goes on, we learn through Dragon Mistress that the evolution of the werewolves is changing, and Rangfang is the first werewolf within a certain amount of time. No amount of time was specified, but he's the first of a new generation of werewolves who can adapt to magie, I think it was. So basically what was said that is when is that is that okay, so for Rangfang, when his fur is set on fire, he becomes faster. So and it said the whole thing with new generation adapts into magic. So I'm thinking that when certain different magics are applied to uh, creatures that can adapt to magic, then certain things that come out. So maybe I don't know for Bang Fang, because for now it said that only their best abilities can be adapted, but maybe down the line secondary abilities can be adapted as well. So maybe I don't know if Rangfang was struck by lightning, then his power, his strength gets a boost. I don't know. That's something that can play into things later on down the line. If That's exactly what James wants to do. But for this chapter, we see him get set on fire and he becomes faster. One small something that I noticed about that, and as I was going to sleep as well, I noticed about that. In a couple of chapters back, one or two chapters back, Rangfang got his tail set on fire, and he was peed off about that. But with this power boost that he gets from being set on fire, being set on fire shouldn't aggravate Rangfang at all. I'm just saying. But yeah, so we see him get set on fire, boosting speed. Buzzfeed cannot keep up with him anymore, so it seems that Rangfang's gonna have an easy peasy fight at this point in time. One thing I did notice is that when he is set on fire, he has this mask. So I don't know, is this a drawback to the ability? Can he not breathe properly when he's in this mode? I don't know. It's just something that I noticed. I'm also hoping that yes, this does give him a boost in speed, but I'm hoping that it does have a drawback. You know, you're getting set on fire. This should be doing some sort of damage to his body. Hopefully, I'm hoping that. And also because, you know, he has to be set on fire unless he's going to start walking around with matches or a lighter, that this is something that we're not going to see on a regular basis. But once he's set on fire, you know, speed gets in, Buzzfeed, he cannot keep up with him. So this gets him angry. He's like, no, I'm not having this. No, this is not quoted by the way, but he's like, no, I'm not having this. No, 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 no. So he breaks his, I'm guessing it's a weapon. It's got some sort of vest weapon that makes him go faster. He breaks it, and that just takes him into a Thunder God mode. So he's powered up as well, essentially. And he's like, all right, no more talking. Let's just fight now. So they're going in for an attack, and that's what we break up in the chapter. So this part of the chapter, half or the majority, whichever one it was, gets you interested in the fight, and it makes you think, oh man, until next time kind of thing. So it sets up the fight nicely, and it makes you want to know, like, yo, don't break from the fight now. I want to see what happens next. So that was very nicely done for that bit of the chapter, being half or whatever it was, or majority. Just two more things on the Rangfang Dragon Mistress Buzzfeed side of things. So I noticed how within the chapter, the Dragon Mistress was saying a lot of things like, he's too fast for me. And I don't want to believe that the Dragon Mistress, if it was a one-on-one between her and Buzzfeed, that she would lose, because she's one of the older lots. You know, she's Rangfang's teacher, so she should be pretty powerful. And even if she's not as fast as Buzzfeed, that's in my teeth. So not as fast as Buzzfeed, should be able to find a way to deal with the situation at hand. I don't know. I'll just go back to One Punch Man if you're not familiar with that series. There was an episode where Hammerhead, I think his name was, he was a villain and faced off against Speed and Sound Sonic. And now, granted, Hammerhead didn't win that fight, but he had found a way to deal with Speed of Sonic Speed, Speed of Sonic Speed. So I'm hoping if it was a one-on-one fight, the Dragon Mistress would be able to do something along them lines as well. She can breathe fire, so you know, smoke him to death if that was the case. But yeah, it's just something I noticed. The second thing I noticed is that these two forms of Rangfang didn't have a name, didn't have no name. So it's our duty as the fan base to name them until we get an official name via the manga or the mangaka. So for the werewolf transformation, because like I said, it was just only his nose that I saw a difference in, I'm going to call this mode Pup. Yes, Rangfang may not like that name. Rangfang doesn't like to be referred as a pup, but you're not looking like a full werewolf to me yet. So that is what we are going to call it. For his, his Human Torch, flame on! That transformation, I'm gonna call that Burning Rangfang. But these names are not set as so. Like I said, it's the fan base's duty to name them until we get an official name. Let me just give you a little example. In Dragon Ball Z, we refer to everyone: Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Goten, Krillin, Yamcha, all of them, Tien. You refer to them as the Z Fighters. Not once, not once in the actual series or they refer to that. They maybe refer to that in the abridged, but not once in the canon series or they refer to that. That's a name that the fan base gave them and it stuck. So we're not going to get an official name for Rangfang's transformations. Let's make them up as a fan base and let's let them stick. So I'm suggesting Rangfang, whip up Rangfang, and burning Rangfang. So the rest of the chapter was on the Billie Jean, I think that's the troll, not the Michael Jackson song. Lancelot, Rim, and the assassin. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, and the assassin. So they've come across two enemies, one being a fairy, and I don't know what the other one was, but we basically just found that during this time in the chapter that these two guys, they've joined the bounty hunters, but it's by force. They have it's by force. The leader of the bounty hunters has something on them and is forcing them to work with them, and that's why they're working with them right now. I just want to say one more thing before I end up this review. Why is that fairy so masculine? Like the build barely has titties, but it's just so masculine, man. I was like, damn. And the hairstyle's not helping as well. I know girls rock that hairstyle nowadays, but not helping either. But yeah, that was the majority of the chapter. So I'm hoping next chapter we go back to Rangfang and Buzzfeed, but it is possible that we stay with Billie Jean and etc. right now. So yeah, the chapter does kind of hint towards who will be facing who based on just who people are talking to. So I'm thinking Rim and whoever she was teamed up with. No, the assassin. Rim and the assassin are gonna fight the fairy, and Lancelot and Billie Jean is going to fight the other guy. This is what I'm predicting at this moment in time. But yeah, this chapter was good. I do believe it deserves a 4-star rating. I'm going to call it a review. Like always, guys, I must go for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.